I am currently in the battle tower with a Banette team. I'm in round 7. This is the first version that I had. I only used this one for round 1. And after using it for 1 round, I figured out some things and made some improvements. So at first I had Lychee Berry on the Ninjask with Baton Pass, Swords Dance, Substitute, Protect. Ninjask is our lead, and we want to pass the boost to Banette. Umbreon is the second Pokemon, with Leftovers on this one, with Double Team, Toxic, Substitute, Baton Pass. For Umbreon, at first I was thinking like just pure stall without Baton Pass. But I figured why not make it a Baton Pass chain. So I tried this and it did work, but I came up with something better. And unless we have Banette, our sweeper, with a Lum Berry here. And Shadow Ball, Hidden Power, Fighting, and Return. And then last, Destiny Bond. But I changed this up a little bit. The Ninjask on the new version has the Leftovers. So Ninjask can now stall. The Umbreon can no longer deal damage. We have Rest instead of Toxic. We're entirely relying on Banette now for our damage. And we have Chesto Berry. So we get 1 free full heal. And then last, Banette with Substitute instead of Destiny Bond. We don't want Banette to die. And Substitute is one of the best moves in the Battle Frontier, especially if you're faster. And with the speed boost we are faster. Unless it's Quick Claw. And I just put on BrightPowder. The previous 5 rounds I had Shell Bell. Because I figured maybe I can get an extra substitute with the healing from Shell Bell, but in practice, you heal so little that most of the time after knocking out 2 Pokemon, you haven't even healed back 1 substitute worth of health. So I just put on the BrightPowder. You could also have White Herb, because in one of the early rounds I was up against a Standler and it actually sand attacked me on a switch. On a Baton Pass switch, so I had lowered accuracy. But I don't think there's gonna be a lot of sand attack in the higher rounds. You could maybe have a Lum Berry if you somehow end up with a status condition. But I think BrightPowder will be useful in more situations. And together with Double Team, we will not have a very big chance to be hit. So let's see if I can show off how the team works. There are a couple of things that are threatening us. First, there's Quick Claw, which can be an issue for the Ninjask. Or at least mostly the Ninjas, can also be an issue for the other Pokemon. So I've considered leading with Umbreon, so you can start with setting up double teams, but I think starting with Speed Boost is better in most situations. The main threat so far has been Pokemon that want to set up, so Swords Dance Scizor for example. Especially because that one can also have Quick Claw. Blaziken. Can Blaziken have Quick Claw? Doesn't really matter, I think. So Umbreon. Oh wait, that was not what I wanted to. I wanted to. I wanted to summary. That was a bit stupid by me. I wanted to do the summary instead of the switch. What I wanted to show is we have 86 speed on both Umbreon and Banette. This is the base speed with four EVs for the Umbreon, and it's 8 EVs for the Banette because Banette has 30 speed IV for the hidden power. Is this choice locked or something? Why is it spamming? No, it's not. Earthquake did not destroy my substitute, that's surprising. We have full HP, full defense EVs on the Umbreon and a plus special defense nature. And that ends up with roughly equal defense and special defense. And with our low speed, after 3 speed boosts, we outspeed every Pokemon. And with 4, we also outspeed the fastest Endure Select Pokemon. I'm gonna rest again, because we're slower. So yeah, we set up the +6 evasion, and then we're gonna go back to the Ninjask. Sometimes I can fully set up the Ninjask before I Baton Pass into Umbreon, but usually that's not the case. Okay, I guess it's a roll for the... Oh, that was a crit. Never mind. That is one of the reasons why Substitute is one of the best moves. If you get crits, you don't take extra damage. Okay, we're going back to Ninjask. And we're gonna set up the Sword Stance. And I assume this can be Select. I'm not sure if this Blaziken has speed investment, but I'm gonna go up to +4 speed. And now we're gonna go to Banette. And it's gonna survive because of Endure. And there's the Selec. Goes for Endure again and fails. It probably didn't have a move left to hit me with. Snorlax, we've got Hidden Power Fighting. And Magmar. Don't think we need to switch, but I'm gonna go for Shadow Ball. So in case we miss due to Bright Powder, or maybe the Pokemon set up double team, then we set up another substitute. Also Focus Band can happen. Or there are some Pokemon that actually survive +6. I had a Fortress that survived the hit and I think I was at +6. But I also one-shot Fortress, so it was probably a roll. Kingler, we're gonna substitute. Originally, I started with Protect, Substitute, Protect, so I was always at +3. But some Pokemon, they start with like Swords Dance. And then I'm in trouble. Let me look up what this set is. Let's see, Kingler. Where's Kingler? It's not this Kingler. This is Select-Berry Guillotine. Okay, interesting. It can't set up, so we're fine. It doesn't have Quick Claw, so I'm not afraid of anything. There's a Guillotine, but it misses. Against the substitute, it just destroys the substitute if it hits. I think I will set up the evasion first. And the substitute even survives a hit, even though it was the low HP from Ninjask. So I was watching Riley's stream, and at the end of the stream we ended up talking about Banette. And Riley said, oh, that would have been a cool Pokemon instead of Marowak on his Emerald team that he's planning. And he wanted to see a team with it, so I figured I would use Umbreon, since he has a Vaporeon. I thought Umbreon would be fitting. And it also has some synergy with Banette, in that it resists the moves that Banette is weak to. And originally I thought I would have a Toxic Stall Umbreon or something. I was even considering having a Feint Attack or some other move, because you can't Toxic every Pokemon. But then it ended up being a double team pass. And we're at +6. And for Riley, you could copy this team. Or well, you could copy the Ninjask and the Umbreon. Well, the Umbreon set could also work on Vaporeon. Or you could do some variation of it, because there's multiple things that can work here. You could even have Wish instead of Rest, because I know you're breeding for Wish. And then you could heal up. For example, the Ninjask. If you keep, maybe you keep the leftovers on the Vaporeon. And then you just heal with Wish if Ninjask gets low. There's a lot of options. Or you can do just a normal Vaporeon. But you could copy this. I also know that you had like, you're planning Aerial Ace on the Ninjask, or maybe the Ninjask already has Aerial Ace. But something like this also works. We do struggle a little bit with Double Team, because we don't have an accurate move. But we have so many chances to hit, and it's always a one-shot unless there's a Double Team Focus Band Pokemon. I don't know if there is one. But we only need to land one move, and I think at +6 evasion it's 33% chance to hit. So you need to get extremely unlucky. And of course this is the Battle Frontier, so extremely unlucky happens, but this is an extreme amount of unlucky that I'm not that afraid. But I'm actually really happy that I went with the Double Team Pass, because otherwise I would not be able to set up Swords Dance on a lot of Pokemon. Because a Ninjask is of course very frail. Now this Ninjask has a max HP, max defense with a bold nature. What does Absol do? I guess it could set up Swords Dance maybe? I don't know. Probably there's a Quick Claw version. There's a Choice Band version here. What about here? No, Absol does not exist here. I'm just gonna substitute, see what happens. Aerial Ace. This is probably Choice Band. The moves like Aerial Ace are a bit of an issue. Because of course I can't dodge with Double Team. But I can just stall them out. With Leftovers recovery and with Rest on Umbreon. They eventually run out of PP. The first Pokemon I had to stall out was actually Delcatty. Because it set up 6 Double Teams. And it also had Feint Attack. So I think I set up and went into Banette, and then I missed. And I was like, now I don't have a substitute left because Feint Attack took it down. I guess I'll go back to Umbreon and I set up again while I was waiting for Feint Attack to run out. And then I went back to Banette. And then I took it out. It took a while, but it was fine. And another annoying thing, kind of an issue, but not really an issue. Pokemon with Roar. At one point I encountered a Steelix with Roar. And that took a while. Because every time you go +3 in any stat, Pokemon want to Roar. If they have it. So I couldn't really set up. I had to stall it out of moves. Okay, I'm gonna protect and then I'm gonna Baton Pass into Umbreon. And then it's up to Umbreon to stall further. Maybe we find out that it wasn't choice locked. Okay, our substitute is gonna survive one hit. Yeah, I think it's choice locked. I'm gonna set up the double teams even though they're not doing anything yet. Yeah, I'll set up a substitute. And set up another substitute. And then we rest. And let's set up another substitute. I think Aerial Ace is 20 PP. So sometimes with Ninjask you can just set up completely to +6 attack and +6 speed or however much you have. And then you could Baton Pass the Banette immediately. Because you will guaranteed... Oh, there's the struggle. You will guaranteed kill whatever is the lead Pokemon. But it's better to still set up the double teams. Because who knows what's in the back and what kind of bad luck you're gonna end up in. Like I've already missed due to BrightPowder with Banette, and that gives the opponent a free turn. And if you don't have double team, then that's guaranteed you lose your substitute. And then if you miss again, maybe you die. So it's better to just set up completely. I'm healing the Umbreon here, but it's probably not necessary. I've never taken out the first Pokemon with Banette and then switched back to a different Pokemon. I've never had Banette die. Okay, there goes the substitute. Gonna protect the heal a little bit. If the Absol keeps hitting, I can just go back to Umbreon, set up a substitute with Umbreon, then switch back to Ninjask. I'll just protect here in case I need it. And there's our first Swords Dance. Well, there goes the substitute. Protect, substitute, protect, Swords Dance. Want to heal as much as possible. Yeah, he hits immediately. Yeah, I was up against a Piloswine, and it hit like 10 attacks in a row while I was at +6 evasion. And that definitely helped in the decision to put the leftovers on Ninjask. Because it's really nice to be able to stall. Okay, we go to +4. He hits again. But after this protect, we have enough HP for another substitute. Oh no, we already have enough. But we protect first anyway. So this definitely isn't the fastest strategy. And it's also not the most consistent. But it is quite consistent so far. I mean, I haven't had a single Pokemon die yet, and I'm in battle 43. I don't need to protect anymore. Let's just go to Banette. And it hits through +6 plus BrightPowder. But this is why I put Substitute here instead of Destiny Bond. And there's the miss. Houndoom. That's an easy one-shot. I mean, almost anything is an easy one-shot at this point. We are max attack, max HP. Yeah, sometimes the setup takes really long, and then it's one attack for each Pokemon and you're done. And other times the setup is really fast. Mostly when it's a Pokemon with Thunder Wave, they really want to lower your speed, but if you set up a substitute, they can't do anything to you. Also something, since we're almost max speed, or like we have no speed investment, but we're still almost the highest speed Pokemon that exists in the frontier. So after one turn, we outspeed everything. There's only a couple of Pokemon that can outspeed you. But after one turn, there's no Pokemon that can outspeed you. Or maybe there's some really high speed Pokemon with agility. In that case, maybe they can outspeed you. But that also means they're setting up agility, which means you got a free substitute up. What's also nice that we now have rest on Umbreon is that if I get like in this position, I'm gonna switch into Thunderbolt. I could get paralyzed. So now that I have rest, I can just heal off the paralysis. We're switching now. That does about as much as my substitute has HP. Maybe if on a low roll we can survive. Oh, cross chop. That didn't really do much more. But it does have high crit rate, of course. There's Thunderbolt, it misses. Yeah, it doesn't have Quick Claw, so we can double team first. Substitute goes down, so we're gonna rest. Cross chop misses, very nice. Substitute. So substitute is already one of the best moves, but when you combine it with double team, it's insanely powerful. Oh wait, what? The substitute didn't break. I didn't expect that. I could have set up another double team. But since the cross chop that actually hit me did more damage than the Thunderbolt, I wasn't... Oh, I survived again. I almost spammed A too much again. Down to 2 HP. We get hit. Substitute goes down. Okay, we're gonna rest, and now I have to hope I don't get hit too much, and definitely not crit too much by the cross chop. Okay, Thunderbolt misses. And misses again. Vaporeon might even be better for this. At least in some ways. Vaporeon has more HP, so you get better substitutes. Like my substitute here would exactly die to Seismic Toss, but Vaporeon would have enough HP on a substitute to survive. Looks like he's running out of moves. I'll just heal up. And he keeps missing. Just fine by me. Time for some swords dances. Substitute goes down. I think I'll be fine, so I'm not I'm not protecting. Okay, now I'm gonna protect. Get that little bit of healing. And he wants to keep hitting. We go for protect again. And he finally misses. Protect for chip heal, and then we can finally Swords Dance again. That's +4. Fire Punch hits. So we go protect, substitute, protect, Swords Dance if he doesn't hit. It's fully RNG, but it's so in our favor that we're almost guaranteed to get our full setup. With the leftovers healing that we have. And the guaranteed healing from protect, and after substitute, even if it gets hit immediately, you still heal back a portion. And also, like I said, if I really run out of HP, I can just Baton Pass back to Umbreon. Umbreon sets up substitute. We Baton Pass the substitute to Ninjask. And then we have healing again. Alright, let's finally go to +6. We don't get hit. And now we can go into Banette. Ice Punch hits. Substitute down, so we set it up. Misses, so time for Shadow Ball. And now we one-shot everything. Hopefully. And since we have the substitute, we're not afraid of BrightPowder, Focus Band, Quick Claw. There's a Quick Claw. And it did nothing. Yeah, we take I don't know how many turns to set up, and then 3 attacks and it's over. Battle number 5. And the Swampert. There's a Curse Swampert. But this might be the Curse Swampert. But that one, his only attack is Earthquake. Okay, this is not the same one. That one has counter Earthquake. So it can't touch Ninjask. Of course, it could just one-shot the Umbreon if I'm trying to set up double teams. But you could just stall him out of moves first. I would like to get a substitute up on the counter. That way I can't get frozen on the Umbreon on the switch. But he might see a kill right now, so I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. Yeah, he keeps ice beaming. But we can also stall out all the ice beams. Or at least most of them. Yeah, let's just risk it. I've been considering putting Lum Berry on Umbreon instead of Berry. And I probably should. Does he have Earthquake? That would probably one-shot. Oh, it's counter, okay. Yeah, Lum Berry would probably be better here. Just in case of a freeze like this situation. Or maybe a confusion that could also end up getting you killed. So I think after this round I'll switch to Lum Berry. Now he really wants to counter. Wonder if this one doesn't have Earthquake. Okay, we're at +6. That was very fast. It helps when they're not trying to kill you. Or well, he is trying to kill me, but doesn't do anything. Yeah, we get hit immediately. That's fine. There's the counter. Did he run out of ice beams? Might have. Looks like it. There's a surf. We're at +6. That's a miss. He probably also is out of counters. It could be focus band with... They kind of like that with counter. I haven't checked the set. Kingdra. Kingdra has Dragon Dance sets, so that's actually problematic Pokemon. I did run into a lead Kingdra at some point. But it was the... I think Endure Flail Hydro Pump. So it only had 5 Hydro Pumps to hit me with. But it was pretty scary when it started setting up. Also because they will... You want to switch out early into Umbreon against setup Pokemon so you can start setting up double team. But it also meant that the Kingdra kept Dragon Dancing and it actually started outspeeding the Umbreon and it even outsped the Ninjask. But I had Protect, so I immediately outsped it. Okay, Snorlax could be Curse. So we substitute. There's the Curse. Now we Baton Pass immediately into Umbreon. It's also Quick Claw. So this is the worst combination. However, Snorlax. Does it have anything to hit me? Yeah, it does. I thought maybe it only has normal type move and it can't hit Banette. That's not the case. One double team. Now we start substituting. And either we keep substituting until it misses. Well, there we go. Or it sets up again and we get a free turn for double team. There it hits me. So we substitute again. It gets the Quick Claw but misses. Wait. See, this is a different one than the one I was looking at. Oh, but it does have Shadow Ball and Brick Break. If it Quick Claws and hits me, it probably kills me now. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Brick Break. Unfortunate. Okay, no Quick Claw, please miss. It does miss. Which means we get to rest. Hits me, we set up substitute again. Something I would like to try. Like, imagine if you also boosted your defenses. So you have a substitute up, you have increased defenses and increased evasion. The chance they break your substitute becomes so small. It's setting up curses again. No Quick Claw and it hits me, but it needs to Quick Claw hit me again. I don't see it happening. Probably set up curse because it ran out of double edges. No, I didn't. I was just at full health. And didn't see a kill. Oh, there was the Quick Claw on the right turn, but it missed. Baton Pass into Ninjask. Brick Break misses. No, I don't want to try stalling out. It's double edge. We protect. Substitute. And he misses. Then I'm gonna protect. Don't know how much PP Double Edge has actually. +4 attack. Double Edge misses. Quick Claw, but he misses. And we're at +6. And now we're most likely switching. Oh, he's cursing. Interesting. I was gonna say we're... Oh, it was also Quick Claw. So it didn't matter. And we hit him power. No Quick Claw. So we keep our sub. But we don't kill. So never mind. we immediately get hit. And of course with the boosted defense, that's why he survives. There's a Shuckle. I'm gonna set up the substitute just in case. Double team, that's annoying. We immediately miss. Another double team. And we hit. And Shuckle is gone. And the Porygon. Interesting. And now it's Porygon. So that was a scary trainer. So Curse, Quick Claw, Snorlax, Sword Stance, Quick Claw, Scizor. And there's probably some other Quick Claw Pokemon that's really dangerous. Dusclops. Okay, we're gonna go for substitute, see what happens. Confuse Ray, perfect. Not sure if it's gonna attack me. Might have Will-O-Wisp. Well, that works too. We keep setting up the sword stances. Another Will-O-Wisp. And this is what I mean with sometimes Ninjas can get the full setup. Oh, there's a Seismic Toss. Will-O-Wisp. And now we go to Umbreon. Another Will-O-Wisp. Free double team. Confuse Ray. Substitute is so good sometimes. Well, it's always good, but sometimes it's especially good. And now we're at +6. And we can go to Banette. On another Confuse Ray. I don't know if there are any. Probably there are. Probably also Dusclops. But Ghost types with double team, they are the most dangerous because I can only hit them with Shadow Ball. So I only have 24 chances to hit. Which I should easily hit them with. But that is the biggest chance that I lose. But in that case, I would switch back to Umbreon and just PP stall them. Okay, let's switch. Lum Berry to Umbreon. Now we don't really risk getting frozen. So I think... Oh, it's a swimmer. Or triathlete. Machamp. Yeah, I guess he could set up. Rock Slide. Which is nice because that's a move that can miss. So we might be able to keep the substitute up. And I'm definitely gonna try. There's the miss. Gonna protect one more time, then I'm gonna Baton Pass to Umbreon. And then I assume he also has Cross Chop, so he can also miss his fighting moves. He misses again, very nice. Oh, it's counter. Interesting. I wonder, do they see counter is super effective because it's fighting type? The Swampert was also spamming counter against me. I hadn't really thought about that. Because sometimes they just really like spamming counter when they're at high HP. Let's see if we can dodge the rock slide. Yes, we can. And we're at +4 attack. And we're at +6 attack. And we just keep dodging. Time for Banette. Another dodge. And we one-shot with Shadow Ball. Lapras. We miss. And it's Dragon Dance. Interesting. But now we hit. And that's a one shot. And Jinx is of course a one shot. Probably at +0 it's a one shot. Battle number 2. Satu. Can Satu even set up on me? Doesn't look like it. Wait, Satu gets Giga Drain? I had no idea. Let's see, this could be Confuse Ray or Toxic. Nope, it's Drill Peck. Which is expected. Okay, and at 2 speed boost, we outspeed all of the Satu sets on our other 2 Pokemon. There's the Confuse Ray. Cured by Lum Berry. And we tank a Drill Peck with the substitute. And Confuse Ray on the substitute, so we get a free turn. Another Confuse Ray. Yeah, it helps when they don't have a good damage move. They want to Confuse Ray you even more. +5. +6. I should have set up substitute, but we get lucky. He didn't confuse me. Let's rest because we can. We go back to Ninjask. Confuse Ray fails. Oh. Oops. I pressed the wrong direction on the D-pad. So it didn't actually go to Swords Dance. Now we Swords Dance. Something that I have done at some point, like Baton Pass has 64 PP. If you need the PP stall, you just Baton Pass between Umbreon and Ninjask forever. He hits me. We set up another substitute. And we're already at +6 attack. He doesn't hit me again. And into Banette we go. On a Psychic. He must have run out of drill packs. Dusclops. One shot. And Clefable is also a one shot. What does the Hex Maniac have? A Gengar. And what does Gengar do? It outspeeds me. Oops. Does Gengar have... Is this... Wait. Quick Claw Gengar. I did not know this existed. Interesting. Well, that's our first feint on battle 50 something. And an instant paralysis as well. What a lucky Gengar. Does mean that the Gengar is now paralyzed. That's very nice. Does deal quite a lot of damage because it's a modest 252 special attack Gengar. This paralysis actually really helps me a lot. Or at least it could. I mean, the speed is already nice. There's the paralysis. For a moment when I saw the Thunderbolt, I was like, am I so confused about speed tiers? Like, I know I have no investment, but I have so much base speed that I outspeed everything. Almost. But no, it was just Quick Claw. Actually, I should be careful here because he could still Quick Claw me. He misses. Very nice. If I only had two... Another miss. You only have two double teams. I should maybe just set up double teams instead. Since he one-shots my substitute, but... Yeah. Ah, the substitute survived this time. Very nice. It is a damage roll. He got a crit. Okay, that is why I set up substitutes. We tank crits. Misses. I'm going to rest. Because he could kill me from this range. We'll have to get through without attack boost. Of course, the Gengar won't be an issue. Skill swap. Okay, so now I have Levitate. That doesn't do anything. Why aren't you using your other attacking moves? Psychic doesn't do anything, but he has Giga Drain. Doesn't he? Yeah. Okay, we're at +6. That's a one-shot. That's probably gonna be the only one. Although it's... Okay, this one's probably not a one-shot. Feint attack. Okay, that's really annoying. Especially since Shiftry outspeeds. We only do 50%. Well, a little bit more. I'm gonna go back to Umbreon. Hopefully stall him out. Double team. Giga Drain. Oh yeah, we can tank the Giga Drain with Substitute. Was that a crit? Yes, it was. I'm going to rest now. He misses Giga Drain. But because he outsped me, he would have done enough damage so I couldn't make a substitute. If he hit. Misses again. Does he have one left or none? None left, okay. This is gonna take a while to stall out all the feint attacks. But we're not really in any danger. I've stalled him out before, but that time I did have Shedinja left. But feint attack does nothing to me. We're back at +6 evasion. Now we just rest. And I'm gonna keep substitute rest. Every time I wake up, you'll probably have broken my substitute. I'll just set up a new one and rest immediately so I save as much PP as possible. We go back to sleep. And he keeps feint attacking because even though it's resisted, we're at high evasion. So he wants to use perfect accuracy moves. That was a crit. Even if he were to crit every move, he could not kill me. And we keep stalling. until we see a different move. I don't even have to set up a substitute. Although I'm not sure what his last move is. Oh, it's fake out. So yeah, I don't have to set up substitutes, I can just keep resting. Oh, there's a quick attack. And now he cannot hit Banette. Yeah, there's fake out because doesn't matter, quick attack, fake out. Nothing works. Let's see, what's the last Pokemon? Ghost type would be nice. And I can maybe one shot. It's Dusclops. Okay, Dusclops might be too tanky, but we outspeed, so doesn't matter. And it's Will-O-Wisp, so nothing happens. We get a free turn. And we won without Ninjask. That's also partially why I went with double team. If Ninjask dies, we still have a chance to set up. Of course, Umbreon with Toxic with the right set could also kill things. This could be Quick Claw. But I don't really have much of a choice, I think. I'm always gonna risk something. Also has Aerial Ace, potentially. Oh, it could be Roar. Maybe I could switch to Umbreon. Oh, but it also has Focus Punch. Potentially. Let's see what he goes for. Rock Slide. Okay, it's not Roar, which is good. It could still be Quick Claw. Let's see if he goes for Thunder Wave. No, I think the one without Quick Claw would have gone for Thunder Wave. It's also a risk to switch into Umbreon. Because I'm gonna take Rock Slide damage. Then he's gonna double edge me or Earthquake. Actually, he sees a kill with Rock Slide, so he might not go for Thunder Wave if it's not the... So I think I'm just gonna keep doing this. Because one of the potential sets has Focus Punch. And I don't want Umbreon into Focus Punch. Not without a substitute. So I'd really appreciate it if you would miss, Aggron. Aggron does not feel like missing. I'll give it one more try. Nope. Then we just switch. Now normally, there's the Thunder Wave. Of course. Why does this keep happening on the final turn? That means that this is Focus Punch. Oh, it doesn't go for Focus Punch. Oh, of course. I healed the paralysis. I didn't stall him out of rock slides, right? No, I'm not sure. There's the Focus Punch. Can Focus Punch miss? I'm not sure. If he keeps hitting, I just switch into Banette because we're immune. Yeah, Focus Punch might be perfect accuracy. No, it's not. You just got lucky. Let's pass into Ninjask. Probably doesn't break if he hits. Doesn't hit. Let's go for Protect because we're low on HP. Oh, he goes for Thunder Wave again. I guess maybe I did stall him out of rock slides. Is rock slide only 10 PP? And we go into Banette. On a Thunder Wave. And we one-shot. I'm not sure how much damage we would do without boost, since it's 4 times effective. Metagross. We have Shadow Ball. And Swampert. Focus Band. Nope. We even got a crit. That Swampert died a couple of times. Battle number 5. File plume. Very nice. What does File plume do? Any powders? Sunny day. Oh. Solar beam. Does... No, File plume does not have speed investment. Let's go into Umbreon. On the Sludge Bomb. Gonna set up a double team. Oh, that's a crit. Actually, a substitute would survive one hit if it doesn't crit. Figured maybe it wouldn't. But I shouldn't underestimate Umbreon. Umbreon is such a beast. Goes for Solar Beam when the sun is no longer up. Okay. Actually, this is Quick Claw, so I'm gonna go for Rest now. It missed, so we still have a substitute. Very nice. It's going for Solar Beam again. Without Sun. Just gives me free turns. Hits this time. Solar Beam does take out the substitute. Another Solar Beam. Still no Sun. Hits again. We set up another substitute. Another Solar Beam. We go to +6 evasion. We get hit again. Another substitute. Sludge Bomb. Must be out of Solar Beams. I'm gonna rest just in case. Never mind, there's the Solar Beam. And it misses for once. Another Solar Beam. And we swap back to Ninjask. Solar Beam misses, but if it hit, we would tank it. Time to set up Swords Dance. File plume finally set up the sun again. Miss a Sludge Bomb. I suppose there's probably a Jump Bluff that is quite fast with Chlorophyll. Let's see, Jump Bluff. It's not even here. 130 speed. Okay, we definitely outspeed that already. Are there any faster jump offs? Yes. 162. So I guess we might get outsped by a jump bluff. That's not a jump bluff. So we're fine. I mean, even if it was a jump bluff, we were still fine. And a Shiftry. Why didn't you come out earlier? Did the Jinx have a super effective move? But what? Shadow Ball? The Jinx has horrible attack. Does Jinx get any dark type moves? Or did the Shiftry not have a dark type move? I don't know. Blastoise. Let's just substitute and see what it does. Mirror Coat. Okay, let's protect. Another Mirror Coat. I'll just go to Umbreon. Probably stops Mirror Coating now. Because I'm a dark type. There's Surf, immediate miss. Very nice. Breaks this up. We set up a new one. This one is stronger, so it might survive a hit now. And it did. And it hits again. But that still gave us a turn to set up a double team. Oh, it crit me. Oh, another substitute then. Cannot be Quick Claw, so we don't have to worry. Can I Focus Band? Or maybe it's even guaranteed to be Focus Band. I think it is. You rest back to full health. And now we're at +6. Baton Pass. Back to Ninjask. Surf misses. Time for some Swords Dances. He starts using Mirror Coat again, so we just have 3 turns. Yeah, just keep spamming Mirror Coat. And we're fully set up, so we go to Banette. On an Ice Beam. Why didn't you use Ice Beam before? No Focus Band. For Alligator. Another one-shot. And do we also have a Swampert? No, it's Venusaur. And another one shot. The last battle. And it's a marowak, and I think all marowaks have thick club. Yes, they do. And most of them also have sword stance. But they also have rock slide. And they just see a kill. Let's see, do we get a substitute this time, or are we stalling out the rock slides? I hope we're not stalling out the rock slides, because that would make it very likely to set up sword stance. Although I might be very low HP. So it could kill me with other moves. It also invites Brick Break. Although there's only one set with Brick Break, I think. There's two with Icy Wind. Oh, this is Mega Kick. Does not have Brick Break. Mega Kick has an even higher chance of missing. There's the miss. We protect for chip heal. Then we're gonna go to Umbreon, set up a double team, and hope for more misses. Mega Kick hits. Now he's gonna go for Earthquake, which will hurt. If it hurts too much, I'm just switching back. Instant miss, very nice. Oh, there's the sword stance. Which does mean we get a free double team. Does not miss. Is going for Mega Kicks. So there's a pretty good chance. This time it's Earthquake and it misses. If we run out of HP, I'm not gonna rest. Okay, substitute is down, so we set up a new one. Rock Slide hits. Okay, never mind, I do have to rest. Because this could be any move. Hopefully I live a hit. It's Earthquake, which is his strongest move. This might one-shot. And it does one-shot. That is a bit unfortunate. All our boosts are gone. I'm not sure how much PP is left, but I think it's going to be very difficult to stall out. I could have, of course, Baton Passed on the earthquake, but I didn't know that it was gonna be an earthquake. It was more likely that it was either Rock Slide or Mega Kick. Swords Dance. Does this mean Marowak is out of moves? I mean, it still has Earthquake, of course. But I think it can no longer kill me, unless this is a situation where it's holding on to the last PP, which I've had happen before. But I don't think it would do that when it can kill me. There's Earthquake. And since it's at plus 6 attack, it's gonna use all its Earthquakes now, so I can just stall it out very easily. Wait until it starts Swords Dancing again, and then I switch to Banette. Let's see, there's Swords Dance, which means we can go to Banette. I like the mental image of Ninjask and Marowak just dancing. Nothing's happening, but they're both just dancing. Just because they can. Okay, there's a Dusclops, which is a one-shot. And Fortress. Let's see, can Fortress survive? Yes, quite easily. But now it's dead. Fortress is a beast. And we got the ribbons. We made it through. Barely, but we made it through. And I'm gonna end it here for now. I think I'll do another recording session, try to get to 70 wins to get the gold. But this has been long enough. Thank you for watching. Let me know, what do you think? Is this a good setup? Or not? Obviously, it could be better. Especially with some better Pokemon. But I think this works better than the Starmie setup I had. This is a little bit more reliable. Maybe not too much, but still a bit more reliable. It still has its flaws. I would not use this if I wanted a record-breaking set. But this is definitely good enough to get gold. I haven't actually looked into Annabelle, but I don't think she can do anything. Like anything more than the other Pokemon. Don't think she has Quick Claw. At least not on the lead. Let me check. It's been a while since I had a look. Go. But I think the same strategy would just work. If my browser wants to cooperate. Annabelle. Gold symbol. Starts with Raikou with the Lum Berry. Only has Thunderbolt. Does have Calm Mind. So probably he sees a kill. So Protect would be better. But I think I would probably substitute anyway. Just in case it's a Calm Mind. And I'll have to look up how many speed boosts I need. It's either 2 or 3. To outspeed with Umbreon. Has no special attack investment, so that's nice. But will probably still hurt because it's what? I don't remember. 100 something special attack. But I am Umbreon, so it's not gonna hurt that much. Well, it's gonna hurt a lot, but not too much. So we can probably set up at least one double team. And then we go from there. Hope for some dodges. And if not, we can still just stall out all the Thunderbolts because it's only one attacking move. So yeah, I think Annabelle should definitely be possible. But that will be for the next part, if we make it. We had a couple of close calls. I'm kind of happy we got close calls because on the way here, I had a couple of battles that took a really long time, but I didn't have any close calls. No one died. But now Ninjask died once, Umbreon died once. I mean, that's still pretty impressive. We're at 56 wins and we only had 2 KOs. But yeah, let me know, what do you think? Will I make it to gold with this team? I probably will. But you know, it's the Battle Frontier. Bad luck is everywhere. Only needs to happen once. And it's over. But thank you for watching. And I'll be back.